Although California is 3.5 times the size of Michigan, several of Takai's priorities there will transfer to her new post. One is clearly developing a statewide approach to technology. The other is greater emphasis on strategic planning.
The second thing that's important is that we have a very strong technology strategic plan that's linked to the business objectives and the governor's priorities.
Right.
And those are some of the things that are going to be very high on our priority list to work on in the next few months.
Some of those changes are already in the works. Beginning this year, Takai will require California cabinet agencies to submit plans outlining their technology projects and investments for the next 5 years. Furthermore, all agencies must develop enterprise architectures. Dale Jablonski, CIO of the California EDD, said enterprise architectures and standardization will help California get more from its technology purchases.
We cannot perpetuate the older models that are labor intensive around paper or physical media. We cannot perpetuate the older models that are insecure. A lot of this data is extremely confidential, and we have to make it easier on ourselves and on the business community in order for everyone to get a better return on their investment.
Deploying new technologies also was on the minds of the directors at some of California's largest agencies. Will Kempton, director of the California Department of Transportation, said he's working to create an environment where innovation can happen. Kempton earned an award for innovation and vision at GTC for his agency's completion of 286 projects last year, worth $2.3 billion. Innovation also is on the agenda for the California Department of Motor Vehicles.
We're very focused on enhancing our web presence. I envision a time when you're going to look at Amazon.com and you're going to say DMV.ca.gov as having a similar look and feel as an Amazon.com.
But as California agencies deploy new technologies, they'll also have an eye on energy efficiency. Green IT will play a critical role in meeting the state's tough new environmental mandates. Legislation signed into law in 2006 requires the state to cut greenhouse gas emissions by 25% by 2020. And much of that reduction will need to come from servers, desktops, and other IT devices.
We know that information technology is becoming a bigger and bigger part of the plug load of a building. And so IT systems, desktops, and data centers comprise a huge opportunity for energy efficiency. It's not typically in the past, and when thinking about energy efficiency, the focus has been primarily on the building and not so much on things like the data center. But now we're realizing that we need to look at the data centers as well, and along with that, even the desktop PCs.
Luckily, technical advances are making IT equipment friendlier to the environment.
We're at a great place right now for technology because technologies are becoming mature that really do work, that reduce energy usage. So there's a whole range of solutions out there that are really coming on, becoming available at just the right time when there's a huge need for us to find those kind of solutions.
Internet pioneer Vint Cerf looked even further into the future, offering a snapshot of the net in the year 2035.
Today, 500 million hosts on the net. 2035, 10 billion hosts on the net. These are things that are performing services for us, whatever the equivalent of web pages and email and all the other servers in the year 2035. 5.7 billion users, not quite the whole population, but maybe 70% on a global scale by 2035. Probably 6 billion broadband terminations, both residential and business. 10 billion mobiles. 2 mobiles for every user, almost inescapable, and 12 billion PCs.
All those new users will reshape the net. It's likely that a growing number of internet applications and services will be optimized for mobile devices, and that multiple net-connected devices will work in concert to deliver a better user experience.
Most of the time, people interact with the network one device at a time. So you're either on your laptop or using mobile, like BlackBerry, or a desktop or a supercomputer. And you don't see people recognizing that there are these 500 million or more devices on the net, and that they could be interacting with the net using more than one device at a time. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that they are manually operating multiple devices, but when I'm using a BlackBerry and I'm sitting in a room that has a high quality video display, there's no reason why that display can't be getting data from the internet that is also where my BlackBerry is getting it and displaying it.
At the Conference on California's Future, I'm Steve Towns.